Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a comparison video, and I'm going to be comparing two very popular Hermes bags, and that is the Hermes Garden Party versus the Hermes Evelyne. So if you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Mel. I'm so glad to have you with me. Today's video is going to be more of an informative type of video, and you guys have given me feedback in the past that you love these in-depth comparisons because you find them helpful. Most importantly, I would love for you to join my YouTube family, and it's really easy. You just need to hit that red subscribe button and don't forget to click that bell to be part of my notification squad, which we have named Family. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to be dividing the video into 4 parts, and I'm going to add all these timestamps down below. So if you wanted to skip a section, that's not a problem. So number 1 is going to be the overview, and in the overview, I'm going to cover materials, sizes, and just the general appearance of each of the bags. 2, I'm going to be showing what fits inside each of the bags. 3, talking about prices, because there are a few different versions and materials, so the prices do vary. And 4th, I am going to be trying on the bags and showing you mod shots, because that is a very important aspect. So in this video, I wanted to address 2 more friendlier price pointed bags, and I know that these 2 bags are still super popular and well loved. So let's get started with my gorgeous Garden Party, size 36. It is in the color Blue Tempête. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And the version I have is in country leather. In fact, this is my sister's bag. She gave it to me a couple of years ago, and it has been used quite a lot. And she used it a lot, and I've used it a lot. To be honest, I haven't used it as much recently, but this bag has held up so well. So as I mentioned, this is in the size 36. Let me give you a quick run through of what it looks like. So this is actually, there's no front or back. As you can see, the front and back look exactly the same. It is a button closure, and that is like this. So it's very, as you saw, it's pretty secure, and also the sides have snap button closures, so you can open it up or close it. So if you wanted to open it up, it can expand out like that, which a lot of people do like, but I actually prefer it with the closures snapped in. Aesthetically, I just think that looks better. That's just in my opinion. This is what the bottom of the bag looks like, so there isn't any feet. So if I open the bag up, inside it is lined in the Hermes H sort of herringbone lining and material, and the base is in leather, and it's got one big zipper compartment here, which is really deep, so this actually fits quite a lot inside. So very simple, guys. And I think a lot of people love this bag because it doesn't scream Hermes, and it is very understated, it's elegant, it's a classic shape. So the Garden Party comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. Small is more commonly known as the Garden Party 30 centimeters. The one I have is the Garden Party 36 centimeters, and then the large, which is quite rare, I actually haven't seen it, is known as the Garden Party 39 centimeters. I will put the exact measurements of the 30 and the 36 in the description bar below. Honestly, for the 39, I can't find that much information on it, but if I do find it, I will leave the exact measurements down below. So what materials does this come in? It comes in an all leather version, which is the one that I have here, and you also frequently see it in a canvas and leather mix. And the leathers, they tend to use very durable leathers. As I said, mine is in country leather, and they also more commonly use Nagonda leather. And the reason why they use Nagonda leather is because it's this very, big pebbled leather. It is very durable, it's water resistant, it's scratch resistant, And I'm not saying that they won't have any scratches, because if you use it a lot, you know, there is some wear and tear on mine. But if I go like this, the bag's not going to scratch. It's not like lambskin. And in terms of the canvas styles, they have differing canvas styles as well. So if you go to your local Hermes website and have a look at the garden party, you'll see all different colors in the canvas. Sometimes the canvas, there's a couple of variations as well, and that differs in price, but I'm going to go into that a little bit later. So, and in both versions, whether it's in canvas or whether it's in all leather, it's always sort of, you know, lined in this herringbone lining. There are special editions of the garden party that they do have different lining, but most of the time that is what the lining looks like. And next up is the gorgeous Hermes Evelyne. And if you guys are thinking, Mel, I have never seen that bag before, you are correct. This Evelyne belongs to a really good friend of mine. She has kindly lent it to me for me to use and test out. There, I do have a story about that a little bit later. But this is her gorgeous Evelyne. I did actually own this exact bag, exact leather, but just in a different color in orange. And that's the one that I bought 2 years ago from the Paris mothership store. Anyway, going back to this bag, it is in the size 29 in Clemence leather in the color Etoupe. So let me show you what this bag looks like. So this with the perforated H, a lot of people think this is the front of the bag, but it's actually the back of the bag. Just a little quick history about this bag. It was originally designed for the equestrians, and it was to house the horse sort of like grooming equipment. So they needed this, you know, to act as like ventilation for the, you know, those grooming tools. So this in fact is the front of the bag. It's got this tab closure, and it's got one big pocket here, and this is the main compartment. If you look inside, there is no lining in the compartment. In fact, inside is just really the back of the leather. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but the back of leather is suede. So this is suede. Oh, I forgot to mention, the strap is in canvas and it is adjustable, which is such a good feature. And it's really thick as well, so perfect crossbody bag. What sizes does this bag come in? It also comes in 3 sizes. The first size is called the TPM, or it's called the mini, and that is approximately 16 centimeters in width. I'll put all the full sizes below. It's super cute, super tiny, just a very cute bag. This is the PM size, and they refer to that as the medium, or the Evelyne 29 centimeters because it measures 29 centimeters across. And finally, the third size is called the GM, or the large, and that is the Evelyne 33 centimeters because it measures 33 centimeters across. They used to, if you've seen around, sort of like floating around in the pre-loved market, they used to make an even bigger Evelyne size, but I'm pretty sure they've discontinued that size. So the Evelyne comes in 2 types of leathers. Firstly, Epsom leather, and Epsom leather is an embossed sort of calfskin. So the pattern that you see on Epsom is actually being pressed down, so it's not the actual grain of the leather. Also with Epsom, it tends to be a bit more structured, a bit more rigid. Secondly, it is available in Clemence leather, and that's the one that I have here. Clemence leather is a heavier type of leather. It's got this flatter, bigger, pebbled sort of grain, and it tends to give bags a more slouchier feel because, you know, it is a heavier type of leather. But with Clemence leather, it is not water resistant. So the second part is what fits inside. Now, before I bring you guys up close and personal, because I'm going to show you exactly how I pack both these bags, I do have a little story to tell you. So as you guys know, I used to own this exact bag, but in orange. And I owned it for about a year and a bit before I sold it. And why did you sell it, Mel? My biggest gripe was this bag, whenever I put things in there, things would just get lost. Whenever I used it, though it was comfortable, you know, as a crossbody bag, I would just be like digging around in there, and it didn't make the bag enjoyable to use. Like, I just felt like it took me 15 seconds to find one item, and then whenever I wanted to find something else, I would just be like digging in there again. It's like this bottomless pit, and then it's sort of like everything just sort of sits really low down the bottom. So I just kind of got a little bit annoyed because I just didn't find it that user-friendly. I don't know about you guys, but when I talked to my friend, she said the exact same thing. But I don't know why I didn't think of this last time. She actually used an insert, like this bag she bought last year, and she bought a Mai Tai insert. Anyway, You guys know how much I love, and this has been for like a year and a half or maybe more, how much I love 7 Rudaparatus inserts. Like I only use them in all my Birkins and Kellys. I just did heaps of research into it because I like inserts because it helps my bags retain their structure. It protects my bags. My bags are organized. That's just me. So if you're like me, I really recommend inserts for bags. Anyway, 7RP, and I'm so excited to announce this to you. They told me that they are launching, due to popular request, an insert for the Hermes Evelyne. So they sent me this insert, and this is the brand new Hermes Evelyne insert. And this is in a gorgeous color called Lila. It's this beautiful sort of light purpley pink color. And there's so many more colors available in this insert. They've just released a whole new bunch of colors. Anyway, when they told me about this and they said, oh, Mel, would you like to test it out? I'm like, oh, I don't have my Evelyne. And I'm like, you know what? One of my really good friends does, and she kindly lent it to me. And can I just say, guys, this is a complete game changer. Like, I love the look of the Evelyne. If I didn't love the look of Evelyne, I wouldn't have bought one in the first place. And I think it's a very comfortable bag, and I understand why it is such a popular bag. But for me, it just wasn't usable. This has changed my whole opinion about the Evelyne bag. So much more so, I've been researching Evelyne bags and what color should I add next, because I'm just sold. So let's get up close and personal and let me show you what I pack in the Evelyne 29. So guys, I just wanted to show you what the Evelyne looks like with just my things shoved in there. And I've actually tried to make it quite neat. As you can see, it really is at like more the bottom third of the bag. So if I'm trying to find, say, my keys, hold on, you can feel for your keys, that's fine. But if I'm trying to find a smaller item, like I'm specifically looking, okay, see, this is what I mean by rummaging around. If I'm specifically looking for my, okay, I can't even find it. That's my tooth floss. I'm specifically trying to find my bag hook. Okay, here it is. That's what I mean. Like, that kind of drove me crazy every time I went in there, and I was like just fiddling around and so forth. So that's why I sold my orange. I just wanted to show you as well, when you don't have an insert in there, another thing that I didn't like that much is when I had more items in there, you can kind of see all the lumps and bumps. Look, it doesn't bother some people, and it depends how the item is, but when it's worn across my body, I just didn't like how all these things sort of jut out. This is the 7RP insert that I'm using. Just for reference, this is made in Alcantara. If you guys don't know what Alcantara is a super high quality material. It's used to line luxury sports cars like, Porsche, Lamborghini. Anyway, it is a great material. It's water resistant. You can chuck it in the washing machine. Anyway, we're not doing an insert review, but the reason I wanted to mention that is because it is a high quality material. I am not going to lie to you, this insert is expensive. But they've obviously put so much thought into it, because I have to show you something. See inside this bag, see these 2 pockets? See how the pockets don't start till about 2 inches up? See on that side, it doesn't start till up the top. What was my biggest gripe about the Evelyne is that everything was down the bottom. With this insert, when I put it in, everything is so accessible because it brings everything up. And I just can't tell you how impressed I am. They've really thought of everything, This insert here, it's in the same shape. Let me show you what it fits inside. So I've emptied everything out from before, and I'm going to put everything into this insert. Oh, before I put that in, I do want to show you something. This is my iPhone 8 Plus. It fits into the pocket, no problem, but I just wanted to show you that. So in this instance, I would put my Bastia in there. And then it can also fit a pair of sunglasses. So this is just my sunglasses in a soft case. So that can either just lay there like that. So that you can see that is fully packed. So let me show you what it looks like when I put it inside the Evelyne. So this is the Evelyne, and if I put it right inside, can you see it just brings everything up high? So if I want to get my, pay for something, that's my, you know, small card holder. My keys are in here, my mints. If I want to access my bag haul straight away, I can just go in there and it's here. So as I said, it's just everything is so much more organized. Like I've packed this more than what I would normally pack. And what I love is, see with the contrast color, how pretty is this? I mean, it depends on what color you want to pick, but these holes, you can see this beautiful purple color. Just love the contrasting color. And another thing that I love is that the bulges are gone. It just looks so seamless. So for me, it's just, I've used it with this insert and it's become a breeze. I can just find things and I really, really enjoyed using the Evelyne. And the thing is that you want to enjoy using your bags, don't you? So I think this is amazing. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you were interested in this, I do have a code. It is 7RP times MIM25, and that entitles you to €25 off any insert. So whether that's the Evelyne or just say you guys have a Birkin and Kelly, it's only running for a really limited time. I'll put the end date down below, but I think it's going to be ending really soon. So you guys know how much I love their inserts. I cannot believe just the thought and the quality and the craftsmanship behind this insert. Everything is just thought out so well. I do want to say, this is just a disclaimer. There is nothing wrong with the insert I'm just about to show you, because before 7RP released this insert, there was really only a couple in the marketplace. But this is just the difference. So this is a Mai Tai one. It is very different. It is in linen. There is nothing wrong with it. I just want to say that. But just look at the shape. The shape's not even in that design. And while it is, you know, really nicely made, the pockets go all the way down. And what I found really hard was that my Chanel card case is a real struggle. Like I really need to squish it in. And if I want to pull it out, I really need to and my Chanel card case, it's jam-packed full, but I don't want to be spending so much time going in and out like this. And also another big no-no was that it doesn't fit an iPhone 8 Plus into the pocket. So, you know, even my Bastia didn't fit in there. Like I have to squeeze it in. So, I mean, this is just a lot more user-friendly. Nothing wrong with this, guys, if you guys do own it. But for me and my needs, how easy is that? You know, I can just everything is just so easy to use. So that is what fits into the Hermes Evelyne 29. So what fits into the Garden Party 36? Obviously, as you saw before, it is just one giant big hole. So really, you can fit so much into this. And I can confirm that it does fit a MacBook 13-inch. Let me just quickly show you that. So I permanently leave these tabs done up. You can open up these tabs, as I said. It's very easy. I just like it done up better, but not a problem. I've used this for work all the time and it actually has held pretty well. And so really everything that I showed before, it is going to fit into this bag, no problem. But likewise, as I said to you guys, I always like using inserts. And so when 7RP, and I got this insert about a week or so ago, this is actually a Birkin 30 insert. Well, they only make inserts for Birkins and Kellys, but like I said, they just released the Evelyne. But anyway, for those of you that do own one of these, I have to show you that I know it's not created for this purpose, but why not, if it fits in there, why not use it? I think it actually is a good fit, as you can see, for the Garden Party 36. So for all those of you that do own an insert, I tend to use my inserts for my bigger bags anyway. I definitely use them for my Birkin 30s or Kelly 32, whatever it's made for. But if it fits into my other bags, well, why not? It's dual purpose. So I just wanted to show you how well that fits into with the sides cinched in. I've been using this with this insert and it's just made it so much more enjoyable to use. I'm just rediscovering it. Okay, so let me just pack in quickly everything that I put in the other insert. I just want to show you, as I said, I usually put this in the front pocket, but not a problem. This fits in there fine. So just wanted to show you, you could put that there. And so as you can see, there is so much space. You could definitely put more. You could put a water bottle if you wanted, because this is water resistant and color transfer proof. So you don't need to worry about light colors, by the way, for this insert. As I said, if you're interested, I did a whole big comparison, water spill test, you name it, on these inserts, and I'll link it above. But look how nice that is. It makes everything so organized. I'll put it in my garden party now. So there you go. That is what fits into a garden party. So let's talk prices. Guys, I am going to be referring down to my notes because there's quite a lot of prices. And at this stage, when I was researching, there's a couple that I haven't found out, but I will insert them below. So I'll be starting with the Evelyne in the smaller size, which is the Evelyne Mini or the TPM. So I'll be quoting in Australian dollars and USD. And for the TPM, I'm sorry guys, I couldn't find that online, but I will find that out for you and I'll insert it here. So, but I do know that the US price is 1,725 US dollars, and that's before tax. This Evelyne PM, or the size 29, it is 4,465 Australian dollars or 3,375 USD in the Clements. In the Epsom, it's approximately about $75 cheaper. Now, in the biggest size, which is the GM, or the 33 centimeters, in Australia, it is approximately, I will confirm this, 4,965 Australian dollars or 3,750 USD. Okay, so let's move on to the garden party. Like I mentioned earlier, the garden party comes in two sorts of materials, like the all leather version and then the canvas and leather version. So firstly, let me quote the canvas and leather version because it's quite good for Hermes pricing anyway. So for the canvas and leather version in the smaller size, in the garden party 30 centimeters, it is 2,780 Australian dollars and it is $2,175 USD. Now bear in mind, sometimes on the website it can differ like $100 or $200 because sometimes the canvas that they use, there's different sort of canvases. So I thought I'll mention that. For the garden party 36 with the canvas and the leather trim, in Australia, it is, I'll confirm this as well, 3,175 Australian dollars or 2,325 USD. Let's move on to the all leather version, which is the one I have here. If we start off with the garden party 30, it is 4,740 Australian dollars and it is 3,500 USD. And then we're moving on to this size, which I have here is the garden party 36 centimeters, is 4,950 Australian dollars and 3,675 USD. Now, as I mentioned before, sometimes if you find the ones with the special linings, it does make the bag more expensive, but you don't see that as often. I'm just quoting the ones that are more popular. So for reference, I am 164 centimeters tall or approximately 5'5". So let's start off with the Evelyne. You can wear it, as I said, this is the way it's supposed to be worn. This is the front side, which is more the understated side. Of course, you can wear it with the H facing out as well, which I used to wear it both ways. The most comfortable, in my opinion, is when you wear it crossbody. So when you wear it crossbody, that's what it looks like with the H facing outwards. Such a comfortable bag. Another thing with the Evelyne, which is very cool, is that these straps are not only adjustable but removable. So people like to, use Fendi straps to dress it up or even Hermes straps because now Hermes does do bag straps. So that is what it looks like. I've even seen people take this off and use it as like a really big clutch. I don't know if I could pull that off, but it's kind of cool, like pretend it's not that. It's kind of cool as well. So those are the different ways that you can wear the Evelyne. So now for the garden party 36, how I normally wear it is I just used to use it as a handheld bag. Like when I wore it to work, I would just use it as a handheld bag or even at the crook of my arm. Now, I know that for the 36, and I said this only applies to the 36 size, you can wear it under your shoulder. As you can see, I can get it in, but because the base is so wide, I don't find that comfortable. Like, it does fit, but I know for a lot of people that might not fit under your shoulder too, but honestly, guys, I used to just wear it handheld or on the crook of my arm, which I think looks really chic as well. So let me just give you a very quick summary of what I think are the pros and cons of each of the bags. So for the Evelyne, it is a fantastic crossbody bag. It's a casual sort of vibe bag. I love that it's so comfortable crossbody. I love that it sits flush on your body when you wear it crossbody, like it lays really close to your body. Therefore, I think it is a very good travel bag. I mean, it's flat, it will pack really, really well. So I think that makes it a really good bag. I think people love this bag because, yeah, this is a bag that they will take on walks, like walking their dog or going to the park. It definitely is a more casual vibe, in my opinion. And the cons of this bag, firstly, to me, the bag is unlined, and I just think in the long term, I just prefer to protect the inside of my bag. And so, especially since it's unlined, I think for me, I would use an insert. And you know my biggest gripe. Without an insert, I was just rummaging around. I couldn't find my things. It just didn't make it enjoyable to use. So for me, it's a total game changer. That 7 root apparatus insert, yes, it is expensive, but if it makes your bag so much more enjoyable to use and it makes it so much more functional and you actually use your bag, I think it is worth every cent and it sort of pays itself off. Honestly, after using this with the insert, I am converted and I think I may need to re-add this into my collection. So what about the garden party? I think the garden party is in a gorgeous classic shape. I love that it's so understated. Actually, you know what? This one is pretty understated if you wear it this way too. But it's just very understated. I like that you do have the option of, you know, making it bigger or closing it in. I definitely think that's a plus. And I like that it can be dressed up or down. I find that I can take this bag to work, but then if I have a dinner at night, I think it transitions quite well because, yeah, just of the shape, it's a very classic shape. Another thing I like is that the leathers that they've chosen for this bag, it is so durable. Like my sister used this bag quite a bit and I've used this bag quite a bit. And although there are a little bit of wear to the corners, it's really held up for the amount of use it's had. I like the snap button closure. I think it's, as you saw, it's quite really secure. So that's always a good thing. As I said, when I do it up, look how secure that is. So I like that. And the cons about this bag for me is that because of the light colored lining, sometimes that can get a little bit dirty. Hence why I prefer using an insert in the bag because it protects everything. That's just me though, my personal opinion. Another thing which annoys me a little bit is that there's no feet on this bag. So when I do use this bag, it has to have its own chair or I use my bag hook. So guys, which one would I pick? As I said, I think you really need to look at your lifestyle. You need to look at your needs. But for me, at this point of time, even though I own this, and this is my friend's, which I want to steal, but I'm not going to steal, I think I would have to go for the Evelyne. That is how much the insert has been a total game changer for me. Like I was wearing it and I'm like, I don't want to give this bag back. It's so nice to use or so comfortable crossbody, which I already knew, but I just wasn't fumbling around. So yeah, I personally think it's worth the investment. If you were interested, here is the code again. Just enter 7RP times MIM25 and you'll get €25 off each insert. So if you wanted to, if you did have a Birkin or Kelly, if you buy that and one here, that's €50 off. I'm not saying I don't love this bag, but because I have a lot of things in my collection that's similar to this sort of tote style bag, that is why this one wins for me, because I actually don't really have such a casual style bag. And that for me is why this one in this instance is the slight winner. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. I know it was a little bit long, but I wanted to provide as much information as I could for you. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments bar below. I will do my best to answer. But really, it really boils down to your needs and what you want to use the bag for. I've given you the pros and cons. I've shown you what it looks like worn. I've shown you what fits inside. So this video is supposed to help you make your decision because you know all these sort of factors now. So if you did like this video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. If you did have any other comparisons you wanted me to do, feel free to comment below and let me know as well. But have a wonderful day and night. I appreciate you watching. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.